But in order to neutralize, it's the same with exorcism. One can drive out demons, provided you can name them. It is the same way. All these things are demons. And as long as you name them, you can neutralize them. So it's always a matter of finding the name of something. It might be your grandmother, but it might also be a salmonella bacteria. But everything has its own energetic signature. Everything has its own information package. So, what this instrument does with the light is it makes actually the exact opposite. It puts it 180 degrees out of phase. And it then always is its exact opposite. Sometimes we have mutations. You can have a Streptococcus aureus, MRSA, multi-resistant Streptococcus aureus, the so-called hospital bacteria. That's a very mutated. Viruses mutate anyway every 10 seconds or so. For that reason, vaccinations are useless, because always against the wrong one. But the system can also mutate back. If you have Streptococcus aureus in you, and it's a mutated form, then after 1 or 2 treatments, it's mutated back, so that the remedy, the signature that's in the instrument, is an exact match. So, 2 opposing waves neutralize each other. If we have those 2 waves, then the end result is 0. There is no more disease causing energy. And everything has its own characteristic wave and frequency and information. On basis of this information, certain programs take place in you. And the purpose of the therapy is to deprogram. There's only one program in order, and that's God's original program. And everybody needs to go back to that. So we have to deprogram everything else. Because if you have a virus in you, it disturbs your programming, and in the end it will cause your computer to crash, or cause you to crash. So if you are deprogrammed, it's a reset button, then your body will start functioning again. Then everything takes up its normal functioning. And it's never, ever too late. My worst case was a Mexican woman. She was 35, she had 3 little children, and she was 2 weeks from death. She had serious liver cancer. And I wanted her to come every day. I need to give her energy. Because taking the cancer away is one thing, but giving her body energy to heal is something different. And that was impossible. And then I taught her 3 children to give their mother a foot massage 3 times a day. So she got 9 foot massages every day. And that gave the woman the energy to heal. Because I think I can do so much. Because cancer, it's not a disease. It's a protection mechanism of the body. cancer is only a quality. Quality you can change instantly. From malignant tumor you can immediately make it a benign. I mean, never have a biopsy done. Pap smear, disastrous. The pap smear degenerates once you take it from your body. And once the pathologist sees it, it's so far degenerated that it has no relationship to your body anymore. Pap smear is good if they investigate immediately. And apart from that, an oncologist will always see cancer because that's their profession. Again, you will recognize it in your mind, in your heart, when anything is wrong. I mean, I made so many patients that, especially women, they said, then they come finally after 10, 15 years, they come to me and I make my assessment. I said, oh, but that's what I've been telling my doctor all the time. I said, yes, but it is like that. And they are very happy that they are finally recognized. Because you have to recognize the feeling. I said, what do you feel it is? I mean, only you know. Or you should know. But then again, it's all perceiving and listening. Listening. This instrument is like a music instrument. It makes sounds. Or your body makes sounds through the instruments. And if you listen to the tone, listen to the pitch, you can already say so much. Of course, I've been doing this for 25 years, so that's easy for me to say. But, everything you hear now is knowledge. It's my knowing. And you can forget about knowledge. Knowledge is useless. All knowledge is useless. Only when you have experienced it, then it becomes knowing. And that is very useful. Because I can tell you anything, but until you experience it, it's only blah blah. It's only blah blah. I mean, that's why we always have said people have to experience it. I mean, 90% of our therapists are our ex-patients. 90% of them. In Holland, Norway, Japan, they're my ex-patients who were chronically ill, and then they suddenly get better, and of course they will